Hey guys, this is kind of a somber YouTube video, not meant to be funny or anything like that. Something important has happened in the world of video games in general, or retro video games, or Nintendo fans in general. Um, I grew up in the '80s, born in '83, so there's a lot of stuff. I was in the era of Nintendo. NES was big, um, and what comes along with video games would be nostalgia is a huge thing for a video gamer, retro gamer. Just remembering instances and moments and memories with friends, loved ones. Maybe they're gone now. My first experience with, let's say, Nintendo was, playing the NES with my sister. In her room, we'd play Super Mario Bros. Just like anybody else. Played Super Mario Brothers. And she was older than I am, about 7 years, so that developed a little bit of a bond that you can kind of look back on, and there's nostalgia there. It's not necessarily the game. It helps. It's a great game to really be your first game, but it brings some nostalgia back at a simpler time when you don't have to worry about too much, and you're with your sister, your family, whatever, and just doing something. Um, so I say that to say that we lost a I think, very important person in the history of Nintendo and the history of Mario Brothers on the 28th of November. I just, saw it from Reggie Fils-Aimé's Twitter account. But Danny Wells, the the on-screen Luigi, passed away this past November 28th. Danny Wells was on the TV show Super Mario Bros. Super Show. He was the live-action Luigi, and he also did the voice in the cartoon alongside Captain Lou Albano, who played Mario. It might be cheesy, or it might felt cheesy, but then it wasn't cheesy. It was the Mario Brothers on screen and on your TV screen. It's not the travesty that was the Mario Brothers movie. This is a great game. Excuse me. This is a great TV show, and I loved Danny Wells did such a great job as playing Luigi, the younger brother. But I liked how they portrayed Luigi. Didn't feel like the younger brother. Didn't feel like a second banana. He felt like an independent brother to Mario, and they played off each other very well. But he was great, So it was just a sad day to know that Danny Wells died, and it kind of makes you tear up a little bit. I'm kind of doing it now. I don't know. It's kind of weird to be sad over a person that you never met before, but there's a bond, there's a connection in media, be it video games or TV or whatever. You see them over time, and you remember that time before when you were young that there was a connection there because it's nostalgia over simpler times, something great. That's something you experienced. So I just want to let all the Nintendo fans out there know, all the retro gaming fans, all the just '80s kids, whatever. If you watch Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you saw Danny Wells play a great character and just bring. It felt like love, from him and Lou. Um, you know, it was just a great show. So, Danny Wells will be missed. Obviously, he didn't just do Mario Brothers, Super Show, but to us gamers, to us Nintendo fans, to us children of the '80s, to us retro gamers, he was Luigi. He personified Luigi. He was Luigi on screen, and he did a great job. And he did a service to Nintendo and fans alike. Luigi's my favorite, Mario Brothers character, and I feel like almost the likeness of Mario. This Mario right here is Danny Wells' Luigi. I feel like this is a close representation of Danny Wells. This is who they modeled Luigi after, to the coincide, and you can see it. I feel like you can see it on here, and it's a longer face, but that is Danny Wells. So please If you haven't watched the show, please watch it. Pay some respect, homage, whatever you want to Danny Wells and the work that he did. Like I said on my Twitter account, if Danny Wells was to listen to me, to hear me right now, I would just tell him that when I think about Luigi, when I see Luigi, when I think about Luigi, I think about you. Thank you, Danny Wells. Danny Wells was 72 years old.